Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cucamonga Valley Medical Group's Healthy Living Program. My name is Sabrina, and I'm a community health educator. I'm excited to be here today. Today's topic is stress management, and I know we've all been feeling all kinds of stress lately. So today's class will be talking about what is stress, ways to relieve stress, and ways to reduce and manage stress. We'll also have a Q&A session at the end. So if you have any questions, please save them till the end and we'll address them. So also, if you're joining on a phone, I recommend to turn your phone sideways on widescreen for the best viewing experience. So, okay, so let's start talking about what exactly is stress. So stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand or threat. So when you perceive a demand or a threat, your body will respond with the stress response. This response is also known as the fight or flight reaction. When you sense danger, whether it's real or imagined, the body's defenses will kick in into high gear and it uses the stress response. The stress response, also known as the fight or flight response, is your body's way of protecting you. I'm going to share a quick video to illustrate the stress response. So, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Human beings have survived down through the ages because of the body's ability to leap into action when confronted by danger. When confronted by a threat, an alarm bell goes off in your brain, triggering a chain reaction to gear you up for instant action. Adrenaline and cortisol hormones flood into your body, kick-starting the nervous system. Your heart pumps faster to increase the flow of blood to the muscles. Your breathing accelerates to take in oxygen. Muscles tighten, your fists clench. To conserve energy, the digestive and immune systems slow down. To keep the body cool, you start to sweat. You are now ready for physical action. This served our ancestors well. In their charged up state, they could either fight or run away. Hence, the stress response is also known as fight or flight.
Okay, so that was the fight or flight response, and that's what happens inside the body when it uses the stress response. So when your body is in the state of fight or flight, you will feel what we call stress. So you perceive something as a demand, a threat, a danger, and boom, your body turns on the stress response. And then we feel stress. Sources that cause stress or cause this response are called stressors. So stressors can come from your environment, your body, and your thoughts. It's important to note that everyone has different stressors because stress depends on someone's individual perception on how they think of things. So a situation may be perceived as stressful by one person and merely challenging by someone else. Can you think of some things in your life that cause stress? What would you consider as a stressor in your life? If you would like to share, you could go ahead and enter them in the chat. So it's also important to know that stress is a normal part of life and everyone in the world experiences stress. Can you think of any situations where stress is good or helpful? Yes, stress can be helpful. In emergency situations, stress can save your life by giving you the extra strength to defend yourself. Stress can also help you rise to meet the challenges, such as completing an important project at work. It can also sharpen your concentration when taking a test. Stress can also drive you to be productive and accomplish goals. Even positive life changes can cause stress. So things like having a baby, buying a new home, or getting that job promotion. There is a certain point where stress stops being helpful and starts causing major damage to your health and your quality of life. This is when we start to experience chronic stress. Many of us experience chronic stress because of today's demanding world. There is a problem, and this is the problem, because when we experience chronic stress, We're constantly in a state of fight or flight, and this puts a strain on the body and disrupts nearly every system in the body. It can suppress your immune system, it can upset your digestive and reproductive system, it can increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and it can even speed up the aging process. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. Here's a list of some health problems that can be exacerbated or caused by stress. Let's see. So, health problems caused or worsened by chronic stress could be things like depression and anxiety, pain of any kind, sleep problems, autoimmune diseases, digestive problems, skin conditions, heart disease, even weight problems, and reproductive problems, and even thinking and memory problems. So if you're experiencing any of these, maybe you should evaluate and think about if it's being caused by chronic stress. Okay. So as we learned, chronic stress is very common in today's demanding world, and therefore to avoid health problems and improve your quality of life, you need to learn stress management. The goal of stress management is not to completely get rid of stress. Not only is this impossible, but as we've mentioned, stress can be healthy and even helpful in some situations. So now that you recognize and accept that stress is inevitable, it's important that you develop a stress management plan that works for you. Not everyone will have the same stress management plan because everyone experiencing stress differently. It's also important to have a variety of stress relief tools at your disposal, so you can pick one that fits a variety of stressful situations that you may be faced with. So today I'll be giving you some evidence-based activities and habits that have been proven to relieve stress and that can improve your ability to handle stress, making you stress resilient. Since stress is such a personal experience, I'm going to provide a wide range of these tools. And I would like to encourage you guys to have a piece of paper and a pen to write down anything you hear that you would like to use. I'll be sharing some slides as well, so if you are joining on a phone, you can also screenshot them and have them for your own reference. So let's do it. Okay, so the first one is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pull up an image for us to share. So, healthy lifestyle choices can increase your resistance to stress. Eat a healthy diet. Well-nourished bodies are better prepared to cope with stress. Eating more whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts and seeds, and lean protein, and avoiding or limiting processed foods such as pizza, burgers, and fries will help you maintain a healthy diet. You can also reduce caffeine and sugar, and it's important to avoid cigarettes and drug use. So using these substances will keep your body in a stress state and cause more problems. So it's best to avoid them. It's also important to protect your sleep. Adequate sleep fuels your mind as well as your body. Feeling tired will increase your stress, so make sure to get at least 7 to 8 hours of good sleep. Next is drink more water. I always recommend drinking more water. Keeping your body hydrated is necessary to keep your mind and body working its best. Okay, so the next one we always hear, but it never gets old because it's so powerful, and that is to get moving. Physical activity is a huge stress reliever. Exercise releases endorphins that make you feel good, and it can also serve as a valuable distraction from your daily worries. You do not need to be an athlete or spend hours in the gym to experience the benefits. Incorporating just one physical activity a day can keep you in a great mood and reduce stress. Here are some physical activities that you can give a try. So you could do things like to go for a walk or a run, put on some music and dance, work out to a YouTube video. You could go on a bike ride, try swimming, tai chi, aerobics, yoga, weightlifting, even housework is a great physical activity. Or you can join the sport, play a sport in your backyard. So here's some ideas that you can do to start getting moving. So the next one is sadly is a little harder to do because of the current pandemic. However, it's still doable and extremely important, and that is connecting to others. There is nothing more calming than spending quality time with another human being who makes you feel safe and understood. In fact, face-to-face interaction triggers a cascade of hormones that counteracts the fight or flight response. It's kind of nature's natural stress reliever. Building and maintaining a network of close friends can improve your resilience to life stressors. Here's a quick list on tips for building relationships. So you could do things like reach out to a colleague at work. You could help someone by volunteering. You could have lunch or coffee with a friend. You could even call or message an old friend. You can plan a regular Zoom meet, which is kind of convenient for our current situation. You can go for a walk with a workout buddy. You could even schedule weekly dinner dates. And you can try to meet new people. You could join a class, a club, even a friend app. So when life gets busy, we often drop our leisure activities. However, this is counterproductive. If you regularly make time for fun and relaxation, you'll be in a better place to handle life stressors. Making time for yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So it's important to take a break from your responsibilities and recharge your batteries. Relaxation and leisure time are key to living your best life. So do something you enjoy every day. Here's a list of some evidence-based activities that have been shown to reduce stress. Here we go. So you can do things like meditation, taking a relaxing shower or bath. You can try out aromatherapy. You could say take some time and take a nap. You could ask for a massage, go get a massage, ask your loved one for a massage. You can listen to music, just take a break, put on some headphones, listen to some music. You can read a book, play a game. You can even try progressive muscle relaxation, which is a technique. It's kind of like meditating, but you're relaxing all your muscles. You can make art, draw, build something. You could even start writing in a journal. Take a moment in nature. This is a big one. Nature is such a powerful stress reliever. So if you just take a moment, you're feeling stressed, go outside and enjoy nature and just relax. You could watch a comedy. Laughter is truly the best medicine. So watching a comedy is a great way to relieve stress. You can take up gardening, go for a hike, start trying yoga, or you could get rid of clutter. Getting rid of clutter is such a stress reliever. I like that one personally. Okay, so those are some leisure activities that you can try to relieve stress. So set aside a little time each day to get some leisure and relaxation. You deserve it and it's important. So moving on to our next tip, which is avoiding unnecessary stress. It's not healthy to avoid a stressful situation that needs to be addressed, but you may be surprised by the number of stressors in your life that you can eliminate. Get rid of things that are adding to your stress so you can experience more peace. So take some time to evaluate whether you can change the situation that is causing you stress. Here are a few ways that you can make sure that you're avoiding unnecessary stress. So the first one, take control of your environment. Pay attention to what causes you stress and change it if you can. If watching the news or being on your digital device makes you stressed, then limit or avoid those things. If traffic makes you tense, then take a longer but less traveled route. Know your limits. Know your limits and stick to them. Do not take on more than you can handle. If you have to drop some responsibilities, that's okay. Prioritize your tasks. You can manage your time better by making a list of tasks that you have to tackle them in order of importance. So urgent, not so urgent. You can also ask for help. You do not have to do it all by yourself. Delegate responsibility and ask for help when you need to. Okay, so for our next tip for stress management, it's going to be learning and training yourself to adapt and accept. You can adapt to stressful situations and regain your sense of control by changing your expectations and attitude. Here are some ways that you can adapt and accept. So, the first one, look for the upside. Try to view stressful situations from a more positive perspective. Rather than being stressed out by a traffic jam, look at this as an opportunity to enjoy some alone time and listen to your favorite song. Also, when you're faced with major challenges, try to look at them as opportunities for personal growth. The next one, adjust your standards and expectations. Demanding perfection is a major source of avoidable stress. Set reasonable standards for yourself and others and learn to be okay with good enough. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. Many things in life are beyond our control. Rather than stressing over them, focus on the things that you can control, such as the way you choose to react to the problems. Try focusing on the present and not worrying about future outcomes. You can also practice acceptance. Accepting situations that are out of your control can really give you a sense of relaxation and confidence. Look at the bigger picture. Ask yourself, how important will it be in the long run? Will it matter in a month, a year? Is it really worth getting upset over? If the answer is no, focus your time and energy somewhere else. Practice gratitude. When stress is getting you down, take a moment to reflect on all the things you appreciate in your life, including your own positive qualities and gifts. This will help you keep things in perspective. One of my good friends was experiencing a very stressful time in her life, and she began using a gratitude journal. And in this journal, she would take a couple minutes a day and just jot down a few things that she was grateful for that day. She claims that this activity changed her life because it helped her develop a positive attitude and helped her to relax. So that's something that really worked out for her. Okay, so our last tip for today is learning to relieve stress in the moment. When you're experiencing a stressful situation and need something right away to calm and manage that stress, you're feeling at that moment, maybe you have a new job interview, you got an argument with your spouse, the fastest and most reliable way to relax is to take deep breaths. And I know that sounds pretty simple, but it's super effective and has been considered as #1 activity to quickly relieve stress because you can use it anywhere. This will also help you to stay calm, productive, and focused. So since we have some time, I'm going to share a video on how to perform a deep breathing exercise. And we can do it together. Okay.
Relaxed. Let's begin. Take a nice, slow, easy, deep breath in. Hold it for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. While exhaling slowly, say to yourself the word release. Again, breathe in easily and deeply. 1, 2, 3. Now exhale slowly, saying the word release. As you exhale, feel the tension leave your body. Again, take a slow, easy, deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Now exhale slowly, release. Let go. Let your arms and shoulders sag. Again, take a slow, easy, deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale slowly and release. You're beginning to relax. Enjoy the feeling of relaxation. Breathe in deeply. 1, 2, 3. Release. Every time you exhale, you're becoming more deeply relaxed. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Release. Allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into the comfortable feeling of relaxation. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And gently release. Just let go and relax. Once more, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And release.
Well, I feel more relaxed. How about you guys? Okay, so it's also important to mention that if you're not sure if stress is the cause or if you've taken steps to control your stress, but your symptoms continue, see your doctor. Your healthcare provider may want to check for other potential causes or consider seeing a professional counselor or therapist who can help you identify sources of your stress and learn new coping tools. So now it's time for our Q&A. Does anyone have any questions? You can go ahead and enter them in the chat. Okay, so someone said, how can we learn to meditate? So this is a great question. Thank you for your question. And you know what? To learn to meditate, there's a lot of apps these days that can help you learn how to meditate. Apps that are specifically used to help to teach people how to meditate. You could even do things on YouTube. Like I found that video on YouTube. It was very easy. You could even try guided imagery on YouTube. They have relaxing videos that you can try. So use technology to your advantage, I would suggest. But thank you, that's a great question. Let's see. So someone said, how do you recommend we deal with the stress of a coworker? Great question. Thank you for asking. So as I kind of talked about is that we can't stress over things about other people, right? We can only worry about what we can control. So if your coworker is causing you stress, maybe it's time to kind of accept and not worry about something that you cannot control and practice some of those other stress relieving tools that we talked about. And that'll kind of help you to relax and accept the situation and not worry so much about something that is beyond your control. Thank you for your question. Let's see. Someone said, I want to try to do yoga. How would I do that? Thank you for your question. So yoga is a great stress reliever and it's also a great physical activity. So you kind of hit two things at one time. And I would suggest, I don't know if classes are open right now for yoga, but you could take a yoga class. I know there's virtual yoga that you could sign up for, and also use free resources that you can find. So such things as YouTube again. You could just YouTube a video, beginner yoga, and you could start practicing it in your own room, your own TV room. Okay, thank you for your question. So that looks like all we got. Let's see. So remember, by practicing regular stress management techniques, you can eliminate some of the stress you feel and make yourself more resilient in the face of stress. So the trick here is to find something that fits with your lifestyle and your personality. Finding the best stress relief strategies may take some experimenting, and some strategies may take some practice too. But it's important to keep looking for the tools that will help you manage life's inevitable ups and downs. So keeping stress at a manageable level is important for your overall well-being. So thank you all for joining me today for our Healthy Living program. I hope to see you guys all next month. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. Bye.